Hi, I'm Dea.
And I'm Levina, and this is
The Bedroom Podcast. Okay, so we're back with episode number 8.
Yay!
And all of a sudden it's episode number 8.
Yeah, we've been doing this for quite some time.
We've been doing this every week now. Oh my god. Surprising.
Surprising that we can be consistent.
Yeah, we're pretty constant about this.
Yeah.
So, in this episode, like I know in the previous episodes, we talk about like, I don't know, university and like bad experiences, good experiences, what we're doing in our university, fun facts, and even in the previous one we did housing. And
Yeah.
so this is kind of related to a house.
A home.
Technically a home, and I feel like it's basically nearly like every foreign every people that went.
International students.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, every international students, I feel like they've been through this kind of ish.
Really, I know some people that don't.
Yeah, some people would prefer
Yes.
to be out here, but then, well, both of us, I feel like, and maybe some of you guys who relate.
Well, not exactly. I mean, everything has its own pros and cons, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this episode we're gonna be talking about the feeling of being
Homesick.
homesick.
Are you homesick?
I am.
Really?
Yeah, I am. Well, I used to say this, like I used to say this to a lot of people, but I don't technically feel sad when I left home.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not something that's like, oh my god, I don't have like a good relationship with my family. It's not like that. It's just that I don't really feel like, are you sleeping?
Yeah. I've been up since 8 a.m.
I don't technically, like, I don't really have the feeling of like sadness when I left home. But then it's kind of like itching up on me nowadays. It's like, I don't know. Yeah, when I'm in a 5th semester, imagine.
Yeah.
Not feeling homesick at all for the like past 4 semesters.
Oh, it's only recently that you felt it?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what I was talking
that's
about.
pretty interesting.
Because like, I left home, she says. I went here all by myself. So like no one's, well,
Yeah, same.
just a disclaimer. It's not because my family didn't want like to drop me off. It's just I refuse. I'm like,
Oh.
can you please not? Yeah, because my dad was like,
It was not that case for me, but
yeah, my dad was like, I can drop you off because like when my sister went abroad, we drop her off like a whole family. But then I was like, I don't think it's a good idea if you drop me off. First, I don't know the language. It's just like something like I'm not confident in my Korean speaking skill, and I don't think that I can bring you anywhere here. So like I'd rather if you just not drop me off. I think I'll be okay.
But won't
Coming
your
here
father like, because you said that, I feel like if it's my dad, he would like, exactly, that's the point, because I don't understand the language. He'll worry even more if I get lost or something like that. So
No, I literally like he asked me. I was gonna say actually and ask, and it came out in jumble of words.
Australia.
Yeah, actually, he asked me for a couple of times. He's like, "Are you gonna be okay all by yourself? Like, do I can drop you off?" And I was like, "No, I can do it all by myself. Like, I don't think it's a good idea for us to be out there when I don't understand and you don't understand. I know you're gonna be asking me stuff about stuff that I don't know." So I was like, "I don't think that's a good idea." And so basically, yeah. But then nowadays, I don't know. I feel like I felt the homesick, like it's itching up on me a lot. Yeah, I think like for the first week or so coming here and like first 2 months, I think it's kind of like it's not a homesick feeling. It's a reality check. Because you're like, I'm alone. I'm like, oh my god, I'm alone. I have to survive in this foreign land with no, like, with a language barrier. So it was like
Yeah.
literally like a reality check. Like, you're alone. But then it's not a feeling of like homesick where you're like, I want to see my family. I want to be with my family. I want to like, you know. It's not like that. It's just like, you're alone. You have to survive now. It's that feeling. But then like nowadays it's, I want to see my family, you know, it's that kind of feeling. So
Yeah.
well, yeah, I feel like it's because being in the 5th semester means that I'm,
Halfway.
halfway through. But then that means I've gone through a lot. Like, I've gone through the half. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I've gone through the half, so I have halfway to go, but then I've gone through the half, so like I kind of miss my family. Yeah. I don't know.
But you actually went back home.
Yeah, that's the thing though. That's what I find quite interesting. I've never felt this homesick. Like, I've never, felt this homesick up until now when I actually go home every break. Even like, I came here fall of 2022, winter break, I went home. And then the next year, my family visit here. So like, technically they bring the home here, you know?
But that's not really how it works.
Yeah, I know. But
Yeah.
then like, they came here, and then the winter break, I went back home again. And then the summer break, I went back home again. But then that summer break, for me, that's like, oh, I think like I should spend more time with them ish. But then at the same time, the time that I have in the summer break that was given is like very packed. Yeah, I was very busy. So like, I really can't hang out with my family. I can't really hang out with my friends. So it's like, yeah. And I think that's why, like, I think I should, I don't know, like, spend time with my family more or something. Yeah. Kind of like it's giving me my second reality check. Yeah. Yeah. How about you? What's your version of homesick?
I feel like I get the most homesick when I come back to Korea and when
Oh.
I'm about to leave Korea.
Oh, uh-huh.
So I don't really get homesick in the middle of everything. So like right now, I'm not exactly homesick.
You're just living your life.
Yeah, probably because I'm too busy to actually feel anything. So
True.
yeah, and because like the beginning of the semester, there's not much going on, and I normally go back like 2 weeks before the semester starts, and because there's nothing going on, I just feel like I want to go back home. There's nothing for me to do here. I want to go back home. And then towards the end of the semester, I also get homesick because like it's the busiest time of the semester that I just get so tired and I just want it all to end and I just want to go home and like not do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I get homesick the most in those 2 times. And instead of like homesick as missing the family, of course I do miss my family, but I feel like that's not the only thing and not the most important. Like, how do I say it? Like, it's not the main thing that makes me homesick.
Yeah, I think it's the main feeling, the main, I don't know how to say it, the main reason of feeling homesick is actually just everything that we used to feel.
Yeah, it's more like because everything changes as we move here. Everything changed, so much change that it's not really homesick, I guess, in a way. It's more like we miss the past.
Yeah, we miss
Like, yeah.
the person we were.
What is this?
It's not like, sometimes it's that kind of feeling you get
We
when
miss the life we used to have.
Yeah. Oh my god, is this getting so deep? What podcast is this? But yeah, It's kind of like when you see your school pictures, like high school pictures.
Oh
You're
my
like,
god.
I don't know. I feel that way. Like when I see a picture of like back in high school, I was like, dang, I wish I could turn back time, like go to that moment, just
Yeah.
like one last time, just like
But it's
feel.
still, but I guess because of COVID, it
Mhm.
still feels like high school was just yesterday.
I'm not gonna
And
lie.
now everyone's working. All my friends are working.
Well, the thing is, people say that your time stops when COVID hits.
Yes.
And I'm not gonna lie, my time stops when I'm
Yeah.
16.
Yeah, that's why I feel like I'm still 17. Even whenever people ask me my age, in my head, it just automatically says 17.
Yeah, I'm stuck in 16.
Yes.
Why are we stuck
Gosh.
in the... Oh, because you're born in January.
Yeah.
I am born in July. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Yeah, and I feel like even when I was in grade 12, which it was like COVID, quarantine, we can't go to school, and we have to write our name and grade like when we hand out like assignments, and so I would write as like 11, like grade 11 and not 12, because like I was so accustomed to the fact that I was like, I'm still in the 11th grade, like
Yeah.
I'm not graduating soon and whatever. So
Yeah.
like, yeah, I feel like I miss out a lot in high school.
I don't really, but
Yeah, we're in the same age. We're born the same year, but somehow you're a batch earlier than me.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I finished high school when COVID hits, but
yeah, that's
yeah,
the
it's
thing.
it's just that I'm mentally stuck at 17.
Yeah, I'm mentally stuck at 16. So basically, this is just teenagers pulling out the thoughts in their heads
Yeah.
into this podcast.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I guess instead of homesick, it's exactly like that. We miss the life we used to
Yeah.
have. And especially because, sorry to say, but in Indonesia, we are quite privileged.
We are privileged.
Not quite, we
Yeah,
are
we are
privileged.
privileged.
And everything was just so easy,
Yeah.
to be honest.
I think it's because like we don't have the burden that we have now. And it's not saying that if we go to school in Indo, then we won't have like the burden.
Yeah.
Probably we would have,
Yes.
but because of study and not because of external factors.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yes. Because, just for example, here in Korea, we do part time jobs.
Yeah. And let me just say, I would, if I'm back at home, I would never.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. I feel like if I go to university in Indo, I will not look for a part time job. And
I would look for intern.
yes, but I don't actually think any of my friends do part time jobs in Indo either.
No one does,
Yeah.
I think. I mean, my
Do
friends,
we actually have part time jobs in Indo?
we do.
Or is it like full time jobs only?
We have part-time jobs, mostly at the cafes though.
Oh, okay.
Not in like, yeah. But even so, I feel like when it also comes to like our living expenses and also like where we stay and whatever, I mean, here's the thing. I find it very hard to look for a house here and whatever because of the price. It's insane. But then back at home, I don't think that'll be the case. I think I would be somewhere comfortable. Not saying
Yeah.
that this is not comfortable, but then
Yeah.
yeah, the thing is, the right word for that is we don't have to worry.
Yeah.
And here, well,
Actually, prices here are not that different compared to Jakarta, actually.
yeah,
But at the same time, I don't know, probably because it's just fellow Indonesians. So our parents also can help us with
Yeah.
so many stuff.
yeah,
Meanwhile, here we have to do everything
all by ourselves.
Yeah, all by ourselves because our parents don't understand a single shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And literally I think it was last year. So like last year I was searching, that was the first time I was searching for part-time jobs. And it was like the feeling of, it struck me as like, oh, so this is what adulting feels like. Because then whenever I search for a part-time job, they would decline. Either they're saying I'm too young. That was when I was 20, if I'm not mistaken. How old am I?
I don't know. But that doesn't really make sense because they normally accept everyone who's legal of age already.
Oh, I'm 21. Okay. Last year I was 20 and they say you're too young. And I was
that
like,
doesn't make sense though.
huh?
I feel like they're just
Yeah.
declining you for some other reason, but they don't want to say it.
It's coming. The reason is coming out.
Yeah.
First they say it's because I'm too young, but then second they say because I'm a foreigner. And I was like, so that's the reason.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. So yeah, that's just like what adulting feels like, because I don't do phone calls.
Same.
And to look for part-time jobs, you have to call somehow. Like sometimes you have to call.
Yeah.
And so that's the first time I have to reach out to ask if they would accept me. And I was like, this is so hard. Like I'm not saying that I'm a spoiled brat back at home, okay? I'm not. But then like I don't think that's something that I have to deal with back at home.
Yeah, because, that's the thing. We don't look for part-time jobs ourselves.
Yeah, I would actually for fun. If I have time. If I don't, then even now I want to look for part-time jobs, but I can't. I'm too busy.
No, I mean in Indo.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would probably like for experience, but if I have time.
But like, I don't think they see it as experience as well. Like, I've never really seen a proper resume in Indo
that has like part-time.
Yeah, normally people only include like internships, competitions, things like that, because nobody really do part-time jobs in Indo. I feel like it's just either full-time intern or nothing at all. I've never really heard of people doing part-time jobs. I don't know, it's probably just my surroundings.
Okay. But, well, yeah. And then I have to call. Here's the thing. I really hate making phone calls. Even back at home, I never really call anyone.
I never really call anyone, and I never take the phone call if it's an unknown number.
Yeah, that's here's the thing though. The only number that I call is my family or my close friends, and the only number that I accept is either family or close friends, or definitely not an unknown number, but maybe friends that call me for like with like a 3 missed call or something, and then I take it up to that level. Like if you call me for 3 times, like more than 3 times, then I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna pick up the phone. That's how much like I don't want to take the call. It's not that I don't want to take the call, it's just like I have anxiety.
No, but like another thing is that in Indo we don't really use phone numbers that often, because we use like
WhatsApp.
Yeah, WhatsApp and Line and Instagram. Even people call on Instagram. But like, we don't really save numbers that much.
Yeah, I do. My friends only. Friends only, I mean. Close friends.
Yeah, but even still, people don't really call you with like, the normal phone call. They normally call you through the app.
Yeah,
with, like,
true.
This social media app.
So,
yeah. But here?
Yeah, they call through phones, and
Yeah.
it strikes my anxiety so much.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to answer this. I don't want to answer this, but then I have to. And I was like, oh my god, can you do it over text? I'm like, please do it over text.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I don't understand. Like, there's this feature called text and chatting. Like, why can't you use that, people, please?
Especially if it's an unknown number.
Yeah, like,
But then we have to answer it, and I'm like,
I feel like if you really need something from me, like you call and then I don't accept, and then you really need something from me, you can text me to like, please answer the call.
answer.
And then I'll answer. But if you keep on calling without texting me anything of like any, you know, hey, please, can you answer the call? It's urgent, things like that, I will never answer. Because I don't want to talk on the phone. Another thing is that I feel like my ear is not working that well.
yeah,
So I
that
have
is
to read
correct.
people's lips movement. Lip
That is
movements.
true.
And through phone call, you can't see those movements. So
I can listen when it's in Indo. You know, like back at home, it's like, you know what? Whatever. I'm just like
Yeah,
gonna take
yeah,
the call. But here, I think it's because like it's not our native language. It's not, you know. So like we have to see, because sometimes even in English, I have to like see the lips. Like I don't.
yes.
Yeah, I have to like see the movement. If not, then
Yeah.
I won't really understand.
Even sometimes I don't understand movies without subtitles. Because I can't hear a shit. Like, it's probably just my hearing, but still, because of that, I really need to see lip movements.
Yeah, that's kind of true. Yeah, but I still take phone calls from my friends here because then
Oh, yeah.
I know that it's urgent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they actually speak rather clear.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I think it's because like they usually talk to us, so like they know how we talk.
Yeah. And probably because we're also used to it.
Yeah.
But like other people, like the landlord or like the immigration or like
Yeah.
yeah, basically other
That
people,
is-
it's really hard to try to perceive what they're trying to say.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, that summer of 2023, oh my god, that
What
sounded
is
so
this?
dramatic.
I know.
Summer of 2023, that is the first time I tried searching for part-time job, and that is also the first time I have to call the immigration office to take care about like everything, and also like my insurance and whatever. And not gonna lie, I cried. I was like,
oh my
this is,
god.
I don't want to do this, like, because like it's up to that point where I was like, I really don't want to make phone calls. That's why my friends that knows me, my literally like close friends, they're like, before they call me, they text me first. They're like, I'm gonna call you, like, are you okay, like, can I call you?
Yeah.
Then I was like, oh yeah, sure. And then they will call. But then like, yeah, it's up to that point. Because
Yeah.
like, I really can't do phone calls. Not because like I don't want to, but then I really can't. But then I have to. And so I did. And so like, I have to call like immigration office to do some stuff with my passport. And after that, I was like, oh my god, so drained. I was like, is this what adulting feels like? I'm like, I want to cry. So I did.
I guess the first step of adulting for me, like the trigger that made me feel like, oh, this is what adulting feels like, is when I went looking for homes, for houses, and then when I got one, it's unfurnished, and then I had to buy my own furnitures, and then after that, I have to clean the house myself. Meanwhile, in Indonesia, we have housemates.
Yeah.
So, technically speaking, I don't know about you, but me, I've never really cleaned my house. I've never even...
Room?
Yes, I've never even cleaned my room.
My mom would make me clean my room. So she's like, clean your own room, because like my housemates are not allowed to go in my room either. Like, yeah, basically she's just allowed to go to my grandma's room, the outside, but not the inside of the rooms.
Oh, my mom only set up that rule after COVID hits.
Oh.
Because, like, yeah, you never know if someone with the virus comes in your room. Like, before that, I've never even changed my bed sheets on my own.
Oh.
It's always the housemaid changing the bed sheets for me.
You're
And
talking
then
about privilege?
after COVID hits, I started cleaning the room myself. But at the same time, even though I'm cleaning the room myself, everything was already provided.
Yeah, true.
Like the vacuum cleaner and then
The bed sheets.
yeah, even the bed sheets was like already
clean.
it's like washed and folded and
Yeah,
like
all we have to do is just put it on.
Yeah. Like, everything was very well prepared. I just need to like conduct the action. That's it. But here I have to do everything on my own, and it's like, oh, so this is what adulting feels like. This is what being alone feels like. What living alone feels like. Like, oh, so this is what having no privilege feels like. That's not how I'm supposed to say it, though. Like, I don't really know how to say it.
Yeah, she don't know how to word it properly, but I know what you mean. For me, adulting, the start of me feeling like, oh, so this is what adulting feels like, is that time. July of 2023.
Gosh, she's making a movie on her own.
And after that, because you search for house.
Yeah.
But that is before I search for houses. And so after that, I was like, okay, you have to get your shit together. And it's like, okay, so you have to live your life. And after that, I got part-time jobs and part-time job, not jobs, job, one job. And then we started looking for house, right? After we looked for houses, we got the house, we signed the lease. And about the unfurnished house, though, I was prepared for that. I actually saved up from my part-time job, so I don't... It's kind of like an achievement.
Because you've also been here for quite some time, so you've done your research and stuff. Meanwhile, for me...
Kinda-ish, yeah.
It's only been a month, and then I had to look for houses.
And so basically, because of that, I was kind of prepared. And it's kind of like an achievement that I do feel like... I still feel like that's an achievement up until now. Is that I didn't bother my parents for money for the furniture inside this house. So whatever that you're seeing in this room,
there's nothing here. It's just the default cupboard that was given by your landlord. So
yeah, like everything, like it's not visible for you guys, but everything that you're seeing here is from my own.
Everything that you're not seeing here, because you're not seeing anything here.
Yeah, not you guys. Not you guys. Yeah, basically I save up. And I even set a budget. And even before moving out, I, do some research and planned out the whole entire thing. And yeah. And everything that's here is here for a reason. And that is the reason of easier for me to move out. Everything will be made easier for me to move out when it's time for me to move out, because
what are you even trying to say?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I got everything planned.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, for me, because in my head it was, there's gonna be something like the kos-kosan in Indonesia, like the share house that we Indonesians are more common of. So yeah, that's what I expected.
If you want to know what a kos-kosan is,
tune in to the previous episode, please. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, that's the concept that was stuck in my head. And when I came here,
you don't get any of that.
Yes, I don't get any of that. That's why it was such a shock to me. So yeah.
And yeah, actually going back to the topic of feeling homesick,
I actually miss other than the life that we used to have.
I miss my dog.
Yes, that too. But that's also included in the life that we used to have. It's more like I miss the food.
Oh,
so
true.
much.
It's funny because the amount of Indonesian food that I ate back at home, and I don't know how to say it, but then like in a week back at home, I wouldn't eat Indonesian food for like 7 days straight. Here, please give Indonesian food to me and I will gobble that out.
I actually never craved Indonesian food while I'm in Indonesia. Like, my mom always said that I have the Western tongue. Because I would always ask for, like, pasta, 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 steak, steak, steak.
Bougie.
But then, like, after coming here, I realized that Indonesian food is the best. No cap.
Yeah. I feel like it's because there's a difference in the seasoning that we use.
Yeah.
Because like the seasoning back at home, it's like very tangy. I don't know how to say it.
Gives a kick.
Yeah. I don't know if this is offensive, but then the salt here isn't even salty.
Yeah, and the sugar too is not that sweet.
Yeah. So I really like, I don't know.
Somehow, I feel like it's healthier though. But
Yeah.
like, it's not suitable for our tongues.
Yeah.
Because we're used to something that's like, the moment you bite into it, it's like
ooh,
boom.
flavors.
Yeah, it's like fireworks in your mouth.
Yeah, like if you guys watch Ratatouille,
Oh,
it's like that when they bite into the cheese. Like
yeah.
yeah, that's how we feel.
Yeah.
Most of the time
now,
eating.
So
yeah.
now every time I go back home, I will always eat Indonesian food like
Yeah.
so much. And my mom actually loves that because my mom doesn't eat dairy.
Oh,
So she can't really eat the Western food.
is she lactose intolerant?
No, she just doesn't like the taste of dairy.
Sorry.
She just doesn't like the taste of dairy. So yeah, she can't really eat Western food. So whenever I ask for Indonesian food, she's like, okay, yay, I'm gonna eat. Yeah. Yeah, I really miss Indonesian food. Even when we're talking about this, I somehow imagine batagor. Like, I don't know, why is batagor in my head right now? Fuck. But yeah, oh, another thing is that I've never eaten nasi padang
Oh my
until like
god.
high school.
Oh.
High school was the first time I ate nasi padang.
As a whole?
Yes.
I think me too. Because I used to eat only I know how nasi padang, if you guys know what that is basically an Indonesian cuisine.
Just Google it up, guys.
Nasi padang.
It's too complicated to explain.
NASIPADANG. Yeah, basically nasi padang, they have like rendang. I know like how nasi padang is very related, like people say nasi padang, like the star of nasi padang is basically rendang. But then I've never actually eaten rendang from the nasi padang up to like, I don't know, high school or something, because I
Yeah.
usually eat the chicken, the
No, but
ayam bakar.
I've never eaten nasi padang until high school, right?
Yeah.
And then the first time I ate it, I'm like, this is so mid. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, but it's not as good as I expected. Because there's like this vote going on back then, and nasi padang was voted as the #1 most delicious food of
In Indonesia?
Yes.
Okay.
So I expected it to be a boom flavor explosion in my mouth, and it's not as good as I had expected. Maybe that's why I felt like it was mid. But then, so I've never craved nasi padang ever since. But then after I moved here, I suddenly have a craving for it. I don't know why, but I suddenly have a craving for it, and now every time I go back home, I will eat it.
I would eat it. I feel like I think my first time eating nasi padang like as a whole was, yeah, I think it was high school. But then back then I didn't really like it. And then until like COVID hits or something. But then like, I don't know, nasi padang, for me personally, nasi padang isn't something that you would eat every day. But then it's
Yes, yeah,
something that you would
definitely.
crave
It's
and you
like
have to eat it.
it's a treat. It's like martabak. Oh my god, I want martabak.
I want to eat everything now.
But yeah, it's like martabak. Like you wouldn't eat that every day.
Yeah, but
You
then
will
when you crave it,
die if you eat that every day. But yeah, it's like a treat that you crave once in a while, and you really have to eat it because it's so good.
okay, she's shouting through the mic now. And I feel like I don't know, the experience of eating nasi padang is actually, I don't know, using hands, because like people use hands all the time. So I was like, oh, I have to use hands now.
Use utensils.
I used to use that too.
I still do.
Oh, because I watch mukbang
I
like people.
never eat with my hands. I don't like them dirty.
She's so bougie. Oh my god.
You know, I developed the skill of eating chicken and like duck and cleaning up the bones with spoon and fork. And chopsticks, even I can use chopsticks. I have that skill. And people will always comment like, how do you eat so clean? And I'm like, I don't know, my mouth does wonders.
Yeah, no comment on that. I do like eating with my hands if it's like, I don't know, but I do also like not like my hands getting dirty. So like my hometown is mostly known for the fish, like the seafood. And so I would eat usually when I was in middle school or something. And mostly eat with my spoon and fork, with my trusty spoon and fork. And so like when I eat fish, even though it has bones and stuff, I was like cleaning it.
But then I would just swallow.
The bone?
Yeah, if it's like small bones, I can just swallow it.
Oh no, honey, you're gonna die.
I'm still alive.
What? No, because
No, but I don't
what
know.
kind of fish?
I think my teeth are very strong. That sometimes I
No,
can
honey,
just
what kind of
chew.
fish?
Yeah, if I'm telling you, the ones with the small ones.
Ikan
if it's
bandeng.
like yang presto bisa.
Oh, well, duh. Of
no,
course.
not bandeng. I mean the fish, like, you know, the fish, like mostly white fish, the ones that got really small bones in every part of the meat. Like not one long bone, but like even to the sides, they got very small bones. I just swallowed that. I mean, if it's the long bone, you can remove it easily. But if it's like in every part of the meat,
Ikan mas.
I don't know.
Anyways,
I think
yeah.
it's like kindara, halibut.
That's so fancy.
I don't know what else. Kakap.
Oh,
What's kakap in English?
but kakap doesn't really have that much bones.
Really?
I think.
don't know.
I don't know.
But,
I
like,
don't know
white
fishes.
fish. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
really know either. White fish.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Yeah.
But that's the thing, though. I hate getting my hands dirty, right? But then here, because I have to wash the dishes myself, I sometimes use my hands to eat, so that I can just wash my hands instead of wash the utensils. Because back home, even sometimes I will eat pizza with chopsticks. Or Pringles with chopsticks.
Oh yeah.
Chips
Sometimes
with
yeah.
chopsticks. I seriously don't want to get my hands dirty, so I will just use utensils.
Okay.
But here, I'd rather wash my hands than wash the utensils.
Yeah. Well, but I got this. My mom used to tell me that I have this tendency. No, I have this tendency of not eating something very clean.
Ooh.
So
That's like my opposite.
Yeah, so like when it comes to like chicken or like yeah, sometimes even fishes, like if
Uh-huh.
it's not that I can't get it clean, I just don't
Do
want to
you
get it
eat
clean.
like the fins?
I do.
Oh yeah,
That I
I
do.
like the crispy ones.
Yeah.
I really love that.
But
Even the
then
tail.
yeah, the tail
Yeah.
too. But then yeah, if sometimes I don't want to make it like clean because I only want to eat the meat. But oh well, yeah. Now I learned that I have to clean it. And so I clean it. I eat nice now, like very clean.
Yeah, because here, if you don't eat clean, you have to throw it away in a special trash
Yeah.
bag, and
We
that is
should.
a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Because in Indo, we don't do that. We just
Yeah.
throw, we
Dump
just, yeah, we
everything.
just dump.
Oh.
Oh my god, bro, you just,
Sorry. Nearly dumping it on my laptop.
we
Okay.
just have to dump everything in one plastic bag and just
Yeah.
throw it out. But here, there's a special trash bag for food waste.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that came from the topic today. Went from homesick to food to different type of fishes.
Food is the most important aspect of life.
True.
Without food, you're dead.
Oh well, that's it. I guess. I guess that's
Yeah.
it for today.
Talk to you next time.